Now if we go to NearStream.us, go to software and then NearSync, and then we're going to go to Mac download. Automatically the camera is picked up by Ecamm and OBS. By default, this is what we get.
So let's go over here. So this is the NearSync software. This is the camera that we've got connected. The device info is just telling you obviously the firmware version, the serial number. And the device settings is where you're going to get some of the camera things. You can actually flip this vertically, as I've shown you before, if you want to. We don't want to flip it horizontal. That's a weird setting, so I'm just going to keep it like that. The camera mode, panorama, and auto framing. The auto framing was shown you before, and then obviously you need to do some restarts and so on. You can actually set this to a vertical stream, and that would have to be reset. The good news about that is if you just set it to vertical stream, the whole image is going to be vertical. So if you're doing your TikToks or your Instagrams or your YouTube shorts or anything that requires that vertical format, you don't have to change the orientation of the camera. You can just basically set this up here in the software. The MAC address settings here is basically for the IP side of things. So you can use RTSP, you can basically set a manual IP address, or you can use DHCP. When you plug in your Ethernet, it'll get an address from your network, and then you can stream using that as well. You just put the IP address in a web browser, and then you've got an IP-based camera. Super and marvelous. Let's go to video settings. You've seen these controls using the remote, so you can just change the saturation and brightness just using these sliders if you want to as well. Hue and contrast. Change the frequency.
If you wanted to see how, let's say, the zoom actually worked, right? So you were just kind of curious about how that zoom is. So if I came out of here for a second and I went back to this one, you can see inside here there's that panorama, or I could go auto framing. So if I save this, it should, I think, do an auto frame. Now, I don't know if this will need a restart. We'll find out for a minute. There it goes. See, auto framing. See how close that gets? All right.